My name is Gary. I'm a grateful, recovering alcoholic. I don't know if you've been watching my videos, but my son passed away. I went to California and signed him out of the coroner's office, the Long Beach coroner. He overdosed on fentanyl, and I'm just extremely tired. I traveled all day, and I'm back here in my home in Austin, Texas. We're going to have a service for him. We're not sure when. We're going to have him cremated this coming up week, and then have a big service for him. Celebrate his life, his short life on this earth, a short life of 27 years. He was an amazing human being, man. He was an amazing kid with amazing talent, and he was a lot like me as far as the addiction stuff. But I'm not going to talk too much about my son and the addiction stuff because, that's his story. I have my story. And that's the only one I can really talk about and give my experience and strength and hope about. I'm trying to give my experience, strength, and hope about, I lost a son at 4 months. I had 4 months and I think 4 months sober, when he passed away last week. I think it was 4 months on the money. And what a thing to go through, man. Whatever amount of sobriety you have, or if you don't have sobriety, or if you're not even a person, trying to get sober. I started making these videos for the new guy, and it's kind of just like, showing like the power of God, the power of sobriety, or the power of AA, and how you achieve sobriety. It is, I haven't thought about taking a drink. For a brief moment, when my son told me, I thought, how do I live with this pain? I had my oldest son come over to my house and tell me, and break the news to me that night. And I went to my knees, and I went into shock, but it was actually like the first thing, like instantly, I thought I just want to I want to numb this pain, I didn't think of like, do I want to get Coke, or do I want to, get some alcohol? I just was like, I don't want to feel this, please. This is too much to deal with. And it's a lot. It's a lot to deal with, being any human being. But since I'm here to talk about sobriety and how I got through it and I'm not out of the woods, man. That's the thing about alcoholism. You're never out of the woods. It's what we have is a daily reprieve. And that daily reprieve is contingent upon our spiritual condition. Thank God I was spiritually fit. And you know what it takes to get spiritually fit? Get on your knees. Have a vision of what you want your life to look like. Ask God for help. And then go help someone. That keeps you spiritually fit. Talk to the guy that's got 35 years sober and is working a program. I promise you he's going to tell you the same thing, or pretty darn close to the same thing. This is tough stuff to walk through. I was just talking to my sister. I was laying down in bed, and I said, shit, I didn't make a video, and I want to keep making these videos because maybe, somebody or a couple people are, maybe 10 people will watch and like really grab on to the, want this thing and see what I'm going through and the amount of pain that I'm going through. And because I've brought God into the equation, into my life, into my world, into my existence, because I talk to God, I don't see God, but I see him work. I had a friend pick me up today. I've known him for about 20 years. He was coming from Phoenix through Palm Springs, and he was going into Orange County. So he had called me the day I was leaving for California. And I got in my truck that morning and I was thinking, how in the fuck am I going to do this, right? I couldn't even pack my bag. I was just threw a bunch of shit in the bag and walked out the door. I got in the truck and I was getting ready to start the truck, or I may have started the truck. And I remember I was just sitting there going, how am I going to do this, man? This is so tough. And Randy called. And I didn't know who it was, but I had talked to him for 10 years. And he goes, Gary. It's Randy. He didn't even need to say Randy. I knew who it was, And I was like, I fucking broke down crying, man. He picked me up today. And I saw him. And we're both, 10 years older than we were. And, I used to be like, we used to hit the gym and be buffed out and everything. And we're, it's starting to sag in areas and shit, right? Biceps aren't as pumped up as they used to be and stuff. And a few more gray hairs. It was funny as hell, man, because we're both in our hometown, right? He's driving. He hasn't been there for a while, right? I haven't been there for years. Well, I've visited, but I haven't been in that area of Orange County, right? And I used to live right there. And he says, where's Alton Parkway? I go, I don't know. I think it's down the street a little bit farther. We were fucking lost. We had no idea where the fuck we were. We were like in Turtle Ridge driving around, just two fucking sober idiots trying to